FK Tech. The Aventador's replacement has an attractive plug-in hybrid powertrain, attractive bodywork, even more technology, and a practical interior. The 2024 Lamborghini Levuelto keeps the current 6.5-liter V12 that produces 814 horsepower. However, it is now powered by a hybrid and 3 electric motors. It has minimal EV range but promises excellent performance. We talked about the V12 hybrid powertrain and carbon fiber structure that replaces the long-lived Lamborghini Aventador. But now we can show off and name the finished car. This is the 2024 Lamborghini Levuelto. Yes, it has a bull connection, just like the famous Lamborghini. The original Revuelto appears to have been fought in Spain in the 1880s. But the direct translation of the name from Spanish encrypted works well with this remixed Lamborghini as well. The stark paradox of an onboard battery pack for the revolutionary new plug-in hybrid engine and the traditional presence of a full-power V12 engine. Powerful plug-in hybrid. The combination of an 814 horsepower 6.5-liter V12 and a trio of electric motors produces a combined peak of 1,001 horsepower. There are 2 electric motors on the front axle, which provide torque vectoring during regenerative braking and regenerative braking. The third engine is now mated to an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission mounted behind the internal combustion engine. The 3.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack mounted between the seats can only produce a maximum output of 187 brake horsepower, but can switch between 3 147 brake horsepower electric motors as needed. Unlike the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, the Levuelto can send power to both sides when operating as an EV. The battery can be charged via a port in the front charging area, and the awkward placement suggests it's only for occasional use. The fun is less green, but a feature that can be supplemented with a V12 that turns the rear electric motor into a generator. Charging the battery takes only 6 minutes. Looks like Rambo. Revuelto's design is both familiar and different. Its proportions and stance are 2 Lamborghini hallmarks. It's low, wedge-shaped and visually wraps around the back of the car. But there are also plenty of new details, the most notable of which are the hooded headlights that now extend across the front of the car. Mitja Borchert, Lamborghini's head of design, admitted that he was inspired by the Panigale superbike built by Lamborghini's sister brand, Ducati. The front end also features the same Y-shaped running lights that were present on the 2021 limited edition Lamborghini Sian, and a spherical radar sensor that visually marks the Revuelto's dramatically improved technology. Large air intakes behind the aggressively designed doors with leaf-like details dominate the side view. What appears at first to be a solid body is skin draped over the large air ducts on either side. Borchert describes these bars as airships and cites them as his favorite parts in the cars. The top of the Revuelto V12 is visible through the tailgate, one of Lamborghini CEO Stefan Winkelmann's key features. The rear of the car is dominated by the large central air vents below the movable wing elements. We don't have final figures on the car's downforce yet, but technical director Reuven Moore says the Aventador SVJ peaks higher than the car's user-adjustable wing would in a low-drag configuration. Please specify at least 650 pounds, more spacious interior. According to Lamborghini, the Aventador's limited interior space was one of the biggest complaints from buyers, especially Americans. The Levuelto is bigger, has more head and elbow room, some cabin storage, not on the Aventador, and a Porsche-style cup holder for the front passenger. Even the rich have things. The Revuelto cabin also has 3 digital screens. The driver gets a 12.3-inch instrument panel, an 8.4-inch vertical touchscreen that hangs below the alien head vent in the center of the dash that serves as the main user interface. There's also a new 9.1-inch letterbox display for the front passenger that can be configured to display a different set of serious numbers when you're driving hard. Slightly regrettably, the wiper and turn signal controls have been moved to the steering wheel. The Aventador was one of the last supercars to use bars. Impressive performance requirements. Along with the usual Lamborghini Strada, Sport and Corsa settings, the Revuelto has a new mode called Città, an EV-specific setting for low-speed city use. Electric-only range will be very limited, as Lamborghini says it will only get 6 miles on the European test protocol. Also, the maximum available power depends on the driving mode. The Città is limited to 178 horsepower in EV mode only, the Strada to 873 horsepower, the Sport to 895 horsepower and the Corsa to 1001 horsepower. The Revuelto's carbon core construction claims to be lighter and stronger than the Aventador's, but the hybrid has reduced the mass of the front differential and drive shaft of the previous model, as overall weight has increased. The new dual-clutch transmission weighs 425 pounds, including the weight of the integrated electric motor, while Lamborghini's central battery weighs 154 pounds, while the front motor adds just 81.5 pounds. Based on the power-to-weight ratio quoted by Lamborghini, it claims a total weight of 3,915 pounds, but we don't know if it is liquid or not. Despite its increased mass and lower launch specification, the Revuelto is Lamborghini's most powerful road car to date and almost certainly its fastest. The company's claim of 2.5 seconds to 60 miles per hour may not be noticeable in a segment where everyone is currently under a third. But the claim that you can sprint from a standstill to 200 kilometers per hour in less than 7.0 seconds is truly astonishing. The Bugatti Chiron takes 6.5 seconds on the same benchmark. Deliveries of the Revuelto are expected to begin later this year, and there's no final price yet, but Lamborghini says the first 2 years of production are fully booked. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and turn on the notification button below. Thanks.
With the light of a new beginning. Introducing the high performance. Our history.